As to say, my name is AC Kokui. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new video for you today. We have a new, well, this isn't growing up African. I'm gonna just go like this. Okay, I have a new video for you today. I am here with Marissa Renee Suttles. Her whole name.
My government.
Yes. We are here to talk about her trip to Ghana. I took a big group to Ghana. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch that right now. And it is my new company, Melanin MagEK Travels, and my first group, I had Marissa a part of it, and so now I'm kind of gonna get her opinion of how the trip went. Can you describe the trip in like one word? What is that one word you would give it?
I'm so terrible at these.
I know. You can elaborate after, but like, what's one word would you give to the trip?
Is eye-opening a hyphenated word or eye-opening?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd say that because it was my first like international trip since I was like really young, and a lot of the anxiety I was feeling was like, I'm gonna have to go into the airport and like do all these things and be on the plane and kind of like navigate my way through it.
And by yourself too, because you flew by yourself.
Exactly, yeah, because I was already staying with family on the East Coast, so I quite literally did that first part and then coming back by myself. But I think eye-opening because I was pleasantly surprised at how like well planned out everything was and how seamless it actually was when it like came down to having to do everything. Like from getting my passport, I waited too damn long to get my passport stuff together.
I was on her.
It was bad. It was bad.
But we got it.
We did, and I went. So but yeah, just in general, like eye-opening, like actually being in Africa, like in Ghana, and like seeing how it was and how the weather was, how the people were, like the culture, the customs, and all of that was like eye-opening. Like, damn, I really don't have to live in the United States forever. It's a very real possibility.
Yeah. So. Is that what you took away from it?
Oh, definitely. That like it won't be this like, it'll be drastic, like very different, but it won't be the end of the world or like something that will be incredibly hard to adjust to.
So overall, like, how did the trip go for you?
Yeah, I think the trip was really fun. It was really fun. I think we were expecting to do like a couple more like exploratory things. We just did a little bit too much when it came to the nightlife. And had to recover. But I didn't really have like any crazy expectations other than it was going to be different than like America, obviously. And it was going to be hot. I was kind of just like rolling with it, like once we got there. Like, I think that was the most chill I've ever been on a trip. Like ever. So yeah, I can be kind of not neurotic, but like very much like we need to be
doing
ready at that time, and we need to make sure we're out of the house this time, and do like we said we were gonna do this, let's do that.
That was on me this time.
But it wasn't even that. I think more so like just the energy and the vibe of Ghana is just like you're taking it slow, like there's no rush being there. I've also like unlearned like timeliness in a sense, like whether it's by force or by just reading more and like learning that you don't like that anxiety that I'm putting on myself is 100% unnecessary, and I think it snowballs into other shit. And so just being able to like let go and trust that we will get there when we get there. We will do what we do when we gotta do it. If we do it, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, I guess.
Exactly. And I feel like we got to do most of the things.
Oh yeah.
It was just, it happened later in the day. Yeah, that was a big thing. What was something that you weren't expecting?
I wasn't expecting to bust my ass.
Oh yeah.
on New Year's Eve.
I know.
And to like roll my ankle and like have it be swollen, and it took me out for a day. Like I was literally like in bed for an entire day. Like I lost an entire day. And that was my fault because I was like doing way too much. I was doing way too much.
How did it happen again?
I was coming out of the bathroom, and I don't remember what song they were playing, but they were playing a song that I felt the need to like strut to.
Oh.
So I was like walking down the steps, and boom, in shoes that I hadn't broken in.
Oh damn, that was the first
time I wore those damn shoes.
Oh gosh.
My dress was a little like inflexible too, because it was like a long like pink dress that was like, it wasn't like super tight, but there's not a lot of like, I can't like run in it, you know, like, so it was just, I thought it was cute. I stepped wrong. It was like, it wasn't like a flat surface either. I think it was like cobblestones or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. But other than that, I think I wasn't expecting, that was a question, right? Yeah, I wasn't expecting, I was expecting the heat. I don't know. Again, yeah, I feel like I didn't really have like many kind of expectations. I was just kind of like very grateful to even be going. Yeah.
You got your hair braided out there.
Oh god.
Yeah. How was that experience?
So because, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly smart, but I am also slow sometimes. And I asked for like small knotless braids. Yeah. And that, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that because number one, I have a big head. Number two, I have a lot of hair.
I hate it.
And number three, I asked for waist length. So they were long.
You were asking for a whole day experience.
And like I had only gotten like a few hours of sleep because I can't sleep on a plane unless like I am drugged or like full of alcohol. I just want to be awake if I die, you know? Yeah. So no sleep. Didn't get sleep in my layover in Morocco. And yeah, just sitting in that chair, although they had many wonderful ladies like working on my head, it just took too long. Yeah. It took way too long. And that's my fault for, I'm gonna blame my parents actually for my head and how much hair I have. But overall, like the salon experience was nice. The massage, the scalp massage, I've never experienced something like that. Like the ladies out here were like when you get like a regular like salon treatment, they will like scratch your scalp, and they didn't do this. It was like a nice massage. They were still a little rough, but they were thorough. Yeah. And that was great, and they were so nice. I just wasn't in the mood to talk to nobody because like
you had no sleep.
And I had no signal. So I was playing Candy Crush and Solitaire on my phone
the whole time. That is a lot. I'm so sorry.
So I would set myself up for success the next time.
Yes.
And ask for bigger braids. I would probably still keep them on.
Yeah.
But I would get like a SIM card this time, and like so I could be able to like scroll on the apps and stuff, or a book, something. Damn.
Yeah. So we got to do like a lot of different things. We went to Afrofuture. We went to the slave castles. We went to, where else did we do? Cancun. We went out to the club. We went to a resort. And so what is one of the favorite things that you got to do, and what is one of your like least favorite things that you got to do?
One of the most impactful things definitely was visiting the slave castle. I think being an Africana Studies minor, or like just taking Africana Studies classes in general, you have like a good idea of what actually went on during slavery, how enslaved people were treated, and like the viciousness that is white supremacy and colonialism, right? But actually being there and like feeling everything and hearing like the specifics of that particular castle and the people that like ruled, like oversaw it, and then seeing the door of no return too, I was like, oh my god, we have to, like, it, I don't know, it like invigorated me, like it lit a fire under me, but also just made me so sad because that isn't something that anybody should experience at all. But I liked the message that they had at the end, which is like, we do this, we put our time and effort into showing people these things so that we can make sure that it never happens again, right? So that was, yeah, really impactful. I cried, and I was like the only person that cried. And I was like, is it because I'm like a Cancer, or like I just was feeling super sensitive that day? I don't know, but yeah, I was really feeling that. Going out was fun, was great. I don't really party till like 6 or 7 in the morning, so that was like a lot.
Big difference.
Big, yeah. I guess. Yeah, the resort was really nice too. It was interesting, like seeing white people there. But the scenery, it was beautiful. I got to ride a jet ski for the first time, although I did it very dangerously, according to the instructors. They almost had to come get me.
I hate it.
Which is like their fault, because they didn't teach me how to do it. They like skipped that part.
Okay.
But I guess what I didn't like,
God. It's okay.
Kinda Afrofuture. I didn't really enjoy it. Part of it was like, again, my fault, because I didn't listen to like the playlists that were given, and so I didn't know the music. And a big thing for me, like going to live music shows, especially where everybody is a big fan, like you want to feel a part of that.
Exactly.
And I was like dancing to the music, like, because it sounds good, obviously, but just not knowing the lyrics, like not kind of understanding what they're saying at times, like, was a little hard for me. And then I wore the wrong shoes the second day, so I was really just like not feeling it.
Yeah.
I think the energy was better outside of VIP. Like VIP was dry.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. So we had VIP, so that means you could go to GA as well. And my cousins were in GA, so I went to go see them, and like it was like the locals were there, and that's where everybody was really having fun, was GA. And I was like, dang, I kind of want to be back here, but my group is in VIP, so let me go. And then also VVIP, they were closer up, but you can't even buy those tickets. You got to know somebody. So
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they had a VVIP.
See, they always had a VVIP, but they used to be on the sides, like, you know, where they were serving alcohol. That's where they used to be, on the sides, and they used to have like cabanas. And then VIP got to be up towards the stage, which is why I was like, okay, stressing, we need to get VIP, because like at least we'll be right up there. But they put VVIP right in front of us. We were where GA used to be, and then GA was further back. Like, I don't understand why that happened, why they did that, but yeah, I didn't like the setup. I think that kind of ruined it for me.
Everything was really expensive too. Like the alcohol was expensive. And then what like you did get that was like mixed drinks, like not at the actual bar, but like outside. Like we got like a slushie or something, and it had rum in it. But I wasn't feeling it at all, and it was expensive. So
yeah, it's very overpriced. So I would suggest pre-gaming before, for sure. And then also, I don't know, maybe doing GA with the locals, because it's the best. And then also knowing the music too.
And wearing comfortable shoes.
Because
I'm just not a festival girly. I can't be standing up for that like long. Sorry.
I think you can also bring a chair, like those foldable chairs. So if you're able to bring that in, do it too, because you're gonna be standing a while. Also, I wanted to speak to something you said. I didn't cry the first time that I went to the slave castle, because I was so young. I was just like, what's going on? You know. But then the second time, I don't remember how old I was, but I think, for sure that time, like, it resonated with me. And it was very emotional, where I was like, I'm in this place where, you know, a lot of people had to go through so much suffering that I just am like so blessed that I'm here to just listen and hear about it. So, you know, I think, I don't know why other people didn't get as emotional and stuff. Not to say like they didn't feel the same way.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I would say I had a shared experience with you. It's just not that time. It'd been my 3rd or 4th time going to the slave castle at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, were you like in college already? Like...
I think so. I think that was the 2nd time, because then, yeah, it made sense to me.
Yeah, I feel like once you know like all the other stuff and like how insidious all of it really was, it was like, god damn those motherfucking Portuguese.
Exactly.
Because they slip. You know, Britain and
we
UK,
give it all to
France.
The UK.
Sometimes we forget about France. Sometimes we forget about the Portuguese. Sometimes we forget about the Dutch.
Yes.
Okay? They were all complicit. They were all a part of it.
They all were.
I forgot though, my other favorite part of being in Ghana was going to see W.E.B. Du Bois's his Ghana home and getting to learn about like his life and like, first of all, the guide was
amazing,
fantastic. Like they are so good there. Like they were so thorough and they were like quizzing us and you know me, because for whatever reason like I know way too many things. I was like, yeah, this is so and so, and that's so and so. I was like, oh, I know exactly who that is in that picture of him. And it was just fun to like
all the things that you learned. You're
actually seeing and like a lot of people don't know that like Du Bois was a socialist and ended up like right before he went to Ghana like did a big fuck you to the US at the height of like the Red Scare, right? Maybe not the height, I don't know, it was like it's still around where they were like, you know, actively like putting communists in jail. Like he joined the Communist Party of the USA and then was like, fuck y'all, I'm out, I'm going to Ghana, bitch. And you know, they make that very clear, right? They make that very clear in the tour, right? That like he aligned himself there, and I don't know, it just like was very affirming for me and like where I'm at in like my political like radicalization, my journey. To see someone that is so like appreciated and revered, I think is the word here, and to like know that he is one of many like black activists, black organizers, black leaders that, you know, leaned very, very politically left. So it was just all very affirming, and again, the guide made it like 20 times better. Like she was fantastic.
She was so good. I don't even remember her name. I wish I could give her a shout out, but she did a great job. Last question. So as I took you guys on this first trip, and now I'm going to continue to take other people to Ghana in December, and then hopefully open it up to different times of the year. In the end of the summer, there's the Chalawate Festival, so I'm kind of gonna do it around that time too. But what advice would you give to somebody going to Ghana for the first time?
Like separate from like, or okay, just anybody, right?
Yeah, anybody. Okay. They don't have to go on my trip, but you should. You should.
Because really, like, you were incredibly thorough with all of the like, I felt way more prepared because of like the different informational sessions that you had and the different like like the information like content, like brochures. I'm not even sure what it really was, but lots of the information that you could like easily go back and be like, okay, I need that. Bring lots of cash. If you are an American, recognize your privilege, that like it is a privilege to be able to pay $1,200, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000 to go to Ghana. To have that amount of disposable income and then to go and be cheap, like when you're taking all of it in, like you're interacting with like the indigenous folks there, that's just nasty to me. Just bring money and give it freely, give it to everybody. The only thing that I didn't do was like buying like the street food and stuff, but I would still like give them the money for it, because like I gotta send something and you know, sometimes
you gotta be careful about buying the food on the side.
And I'm a picky eater, which sucks. But like I wasn't about to eat none of the mangoes, because they just because they look different. And I don't know, I gotta rewire my brain.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they were good. They were good. Virginia said they were good. I just can't bring myself to try them. I'm sorry. But you will get my money regardless. Like, tip very well out there, because, yeah, folks are just living a very different reality. And it's not like, not in like a charitable way, like, oh, they need my money, but it's just like, recognize like where you're coming from and where you're at. Another piece of advice, definitely bring a minifan. It saved my ass so many times, and I'm a hot girl in many variations of things. And so it came in very handy.
It was like the number one thing I put on that list. You need to bring that fan, because it'll help.
That, bug spray, and sunscreen. I don't care if you think that black people shouldn't be wearing sunscreen.
Oh no.
Or that we don't need to.
Oh no.
We do. We need it. Okay. Oh, and then like learn the language, like learn some phrases. That was one thing I really wish I did in preparation for going, because I was watching other people like speak to them, and I was like, damn, I should have did that. And just like as a common courtesy,
have like a lesson, like a short lesson.
No, that I think too. And I like just going to another country and not speaking like the native language. Like, I think for me, right, it would mean I mean, not me as like an American, because like everybody fucking knows English, but like if I lived in another country, it would mean a lot for people to come and like really truly like immerse themselves in the experience and like learn the language. So definitely like learn some phrases.
Just a couple to keep you going, especially like when you're out buying all the products that you can buy. Like, it would be nice if you knew how to like say something, because then they'll be like, oh, you know how to say something. Then they may give you a little bit of a discount too, you know, because they're so happy that you learn the language. So well, thank you so much. Before you go, I wanted to do a quick this or that game. And see which one you would pick. Do you know how to play this or that?
No, I've never played this one.
Oh, it's basically you just say I'm like, do you need me to explain this or that?
So yes, I'm ready.
Okay, basically you pick which one you want. So, or prefer. So first one, gotta start off with a heavy hitter.
Okay.
Ghana jollof or Nigerian jollof?
I don't know if I've even had Nigerian jollof for real, but I do really like. Right. Sorry. I think honestly I've had Ghanaian jollof so many times because of my proximity to you. Like, the first time I ever had it was at an event that I think it was Greenland at midnight. Oh yeah. And your mom cooked. Yes. And I had it there, and I was like, this is a little spicy, but it's so good. And then every time I've gone to your house, like, there's been y'all have had jollof there. Yeah. So.
My mom goes OD with the spice, but it's pretty good still.
It's good.
Okay, so Ghanaian jollof automatically. Burna Boy or Ashake?
See, this is why you gotta listen to the music for real. I'm gonna go with Burna Boy because I like how like deep his voice is. Yeah. It just like activates something primal in me, I think. Like, oh my god, like I'm a woman,
right?
You know, like
no, I definitely feel that way. Especially when I went to see him at Lost in Rhythm. That was the best time I went to see him.
That was in Sac, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was so good. Oh gosh, it was like a life-changing experience.
It's just like he just oozes like confidence. Yes. Right? Like that is something that is so attractive. Like
so attractive, yes.
Just I don't know. And I like his smile. I like his teeth too.
Yeah. Yeah. He got it going on. Okay, lastly.
Okay.
Traveling out of the state but within the US or traveling out of the country?
Get me out of this bitch! Get me out of this country forever! My next trip, like really, I'm literally about to travel within the United States in a couple weeks, but I want to get out.
Yes.
Like, I want to really, truly see, like, what life outside of the U.S. is like. And it's getting real dystopian out here. It's getting real, 1930s, 1940s Germany out here. Although, you know, they got their shit from us. But, I just need to see the world, see different oceans, meet different people. Like, you can do that kind of in California because, like, everybody flocks here, especially to, like, San Francisco Bay Area. But, I don't know, there's something very, like, magical about being transported to a whole different world, a different environment.
And it's truly like a whole different world.
Yeah.
Where would be the next place you would like to travel in Africa?
Ooh, I have a lot of, like, Eritrean, Ethiopian people in my life that I love dearly, and so I would like to go and, like, because it was a privilege to see, like, where you grew up, right? Well, not where you grew up, but where you, like, where you were visiting as you were growing up, where your family is from, right? Like, for you to be able to have access to that, I think is so important. And then as someone who is close to you, to see that as well and have you guide us through that was important. So I think it would be cool to go see, like, where all the homies families are from and see the culture there, because I know it's very different. And then I heard Kenya's cool too. Kenya.
I think I definitely want to go see Eritrea, and then Senegal and South Africa. Maybe I'll be showing you guys a vlog soon of our next trip. To somewhere else in Africa. But for now, we going to Ghana. So hop on Melanin MagEK Travels.
For your next trip. Now. It's already June. Why are you waiting?
Exactly.
We're going to be paying an arm and a leg for your ticket.
Exactly.
You already need your passport.
I know you're going to have that FOMO. And you're going to be seeing who's going to be performing. Then you're going to try and make it happen. Just make it happen now before all of that happens.
Why wait? Why wait? Get a loan. Take out a loan. Ask your dad.
Yikes.
Ask somebody for money. Just go. It's actually not that expensive.
No, you can make it happen. And the way also, just a little side note, the platform that I have now that you can use, you can set up your payments to make the frequency however you would like it. So if you want to do it every 2 weeks, every week, once a month, you can do it that way. And you just gotta make sure you pay it off by the deadline. But yeah,
what is your excuse?
Exactly. There's none. Not one.
Well,
thank you so much for coming onto my channel. I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that jazz.
We're gonna do hot yoga now.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like this. I'm scared, y'all.
I'm already hot. Like,
yeah, me too.
I'm hot. Sweating.
I'm hot. Yes, a lot.